That's what we're gonna do. Let's start with one of the reasons why it really wasn't a good weekend for the theaters, man. Right? Why it wasn't a good weekend for the theaters, man. The Flash. The Flash. Woo! The Flash didn't do so good. Didn't do so hot, man. The Flash is flopping around like a wet fish on water, you know what I'm saying, on land right now, man. So yeah, the Flash's box office opened below Black Adam. It flops against all its own meager projections. Um, this is coming from Screen Rant. Says despite high hopes for DC Studios, The Flash, it is not doing well at the box office. The latest film in the DC Universe's slate, DC EU slate, is what they should have said in this, because this is not a part of the new James Gunn Flash going forward, or James Gunn DC going forward. It says the Flash follows Barry Allen, played by Ezra Miller, as he attempts to travel through time and save his parents. Unfortunately for Barry, his mission is unintended circumstances, and he has accidentally stumbled into a multiversal journey that begins to change everything. Now, the Flash had a massive budget, complex marketing scheme. I even think it had a Super Bowl ad. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't living up to the expectations. It really, you know what I'm saying, it's really wilding, man. According to Variety, the Flash is already failing to meet projections. It won't match Black Adam 67 million out of the gate. So far, it's only earned 55 million domestically, with 75 million international take. That's an overall what, 130, 140. This just ain't the lick. This just ain't it for old Barry Allen and the Flash, man. It's a bad sign for the franchise. And it seems like it's gonna be another DC failure. Now, a lot of people are attributing this to James Gunn coming out with his slate of things, and talking about how, you know, him already giving up the new slate for the DCU since he's taken over, and the Flash is from the previous regime. People are saying that the Flash, Black Adam, Shazam, they're all suffering from James Gunn saying those things. I don't know how true that is, but you know, I won't call it a reach. I won't call it a reach. I think uh, DC films, however you want to call it, people have been snake bitten by them. I don't think that they necessarily are in good favor with the fans. You know what I'm saying? And until James Gunn steps in and gives his stamp of approval, he didn't oversee the Flash. So until we see what James Gunn can do, and the word of mouth spreads that DC is putting out a good product, I don't think people will be running to see DC films like that. Um, the Flash, we are, stated, is not having the performance that it was expected. One of the reasons I think is the Ezra Miller controversy. I think that created plenty of problems for the Flash. I think, you know what I'm saying, the star of this, and I've said it on previous. I said this movie is either going to be the biggest movie that DC has put out, or it's going to be one of the biggest flops that DC puts out. The bad thing is everything was riding on Ezra Miller's shoulders, right? Now, I don't know if they had the opportunity to recast or to switch him out or whatever, but they didn't do this in this film. And before I go any further, I'll tell you what I felt about the film. I thought this was an actually good film. It is entertaining. If you can get past Ezra Miller being the star, if you can get past that, it was very entertaining. You got two Batman, well, three Batmans, really. Supergirl is in it. She did a fantastic job. Sasha Calle, she did a fantastic job. Michael Keaton as Batman, coming back as Batman 89. You have Ben Affleck, which is my favorite interpretation of Batman. He's in it, you know what I'm saying? And Ezra Miller, I know that haters run and whatever, but he does not do a bad job with what, you know what I'm saying, in this movie. So I thought the film was pretty solid for the most part. I think they hyped it up too much best superhero film ever, shit like that. You can't be doing shit like that with this. Sometimes when you overhype them, just be humble. Just be, because if people go in with regular expectations, or maybe slightly lower than regular expectations, then it's a good movie. It's gonna catch fire and spread. And that's what you want. You wanted to catch fire and spread. But when you hype it up, oh, it's the best film since sliced bread, shit like that. Now everybody gonna go in there thinking, oh, I'm finna go in here and watch this spectacular, this amazing film. And you go in and it's good, but everybody's you know what I'm saying? It's mediocre. So that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get, that's gonna be the word of mouth. Mediocre. Um, so they set themselves up for criticism even before the film could be released, man. A lot of people have been talking bad about the CGI in it. You know what I'm saying? The overall plot, people just people picking it apart um, because of the hype, because of the uber hype that gave it attention. They also talk. It's one scene where the Flash is saving these babies or whatever. And he had to put one of the babies in the microwave. A lot of people took offense to that. I thought it was a smart move. If you watch the film, you'll see. But I thought him putting the baby in the microwave was a smart move, right? I thought it was a smart move, but I digress. Now, some people say that maybe the struggles ain't due to the movie itself. You know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, the reset of the DC universe and everything like that is what could be continuing to hurt these post Zack Snyder films, right? And the Flash, to me, could be resetting that, or supposed to reset that. And I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing. So this could be Zack's, not, let me not say, well, the Snyder versus Swan song, or it should have been looked at as that. But we'll see where it goes. I think they need to figure out a way to reinvigorate this movie, because this movie needs to make some money. It really needs to make some money, but it's a lot of controversy, you know what I'm saying, with this film, man. Lots of controversy with this film.